Today, what we're going to be talking about is kind of ideas about what is the essence of money. What is how is like what is in relation to like what are you actually doing with it? Like some ideas behind it. So this is going to be very convoluted because this one was hard. So this is what I got. Money is the metaphysical valuation of a measurement interchangeable in relation to an action. That's convoluted. Well, let's look at it. So metaphysical valuation. Well, valuation is what something does. So it's a action or verb, right? So valuation in regards to what? Well, mental models and wisdom, right? Because when you deduce it, it's all about the degree of wisdom somebody has, because that's how you'll judge things, right? So it's not really about the intrinsic nature of the chair, right? Because somebody could say, "I'll give you $10 for it," and somebody say, "I'll give you $100 for it." Right? So the value that's ascribed to it can change, but the object doesn't. Okay, so that's why I say valuation, because it's all in regards to the wisdom, right? So from wisdom, then it's a measurement, interchangeable, an interchangeable measurement in relation to an action. Well, when you look at a product, right, like a loaf of bread, right, well, really what you're doing is that when you buy the loaf of bread, you're actually, when you think about it, it didn't come from nowhere, right? There was a whole process that had to come, and a process is a verb, right? It implies verbs. So there's a whole group of people that had to make the bread in order for you to actually buy the bread, right? To actualize the potential, right? And then you're buying that, okay? And then also you can buy a service where you get somebody to do an action like painting your house, for example, right? So you're always buying an action, right? You're always buying an action. So it's a measurement. And then when I say valuation, you're not just valuing the action, you're also valuing the median, right? Because if you wrote something in the back of a notebook and called it 100 notebook dollars, wrote somebody's face on it, and then went into a Ferrari dealership and tried to exchange a Ferrari for it, well, guess what? They'd laugh you out of the dealership, right? Well, because it's not interchangeable, right? They're not interchangeable. Like what does it represent? Well, notebook dollars mean nothing. They're not interchangeable, right? Nobody would accept that as payment. Well, it depends how foolish they are. So it goes back to wisdom, right? The only reason, so it doesn't, so just because somebody doesn't accepts or doesn't accept, doesn't mean that the meaning of exchange is negated. Okay. Also, if somebody values something, an action at $0, you're still measuring and quantizing, and because if, hey, do that action, I'll pay you $0 for it. I just paid you. It's like you're still in relationship with that currency, and it doesn't negate the money. It doesn't negate money. Okay. Um, but this is just a synthesis of money. You could say currency. You could say all sorts of things. It's not really the legal definition. It's just kind of like a philosophical position. Um, but what's most important about that is that, so if we build our wisdom and pursue wisdom, well, our ability to accurately measure the value of physical things, and in regards to, we'll be able to make better decisions. And so when people are buying things that are foolish or buying things that are wise, it's all in relation to wisdom, right? Values are also determined by wisdom, because what you value changes when you're wise, or at least wiser, because it's always progressing towards the absolute principle, right? Which is awesome, okay? So if we wanted to make better decisions with our money, or make better decisions in how we can acquire whatever we wanted, wisdom would be above all else, right? Because from wisdom we can make great decisions and move forward in whatever direction. So if that means making a great purchase, or buying, or entering being the wisest person to enter in a specific investment, great. Or doing something that's, in buying action of other people's that ends up in a wise result that you wanted, great. So let's just recap. So money is the metaphysical valuation of a measurement interchangeable in a relationship in regards to an action. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. Okay, that's. I'm pretty sure there's a better way, and I'll probably think about it like as soon as I stop the video. So here it goes. Money is the metaphysical valuation of a measurement interchangeable in relation to an action. Awesome. Oh boy. All right. Yeah.